Hi, welcome back. I'm Jennifer of Unset Ways Yoga and Mindful Movement. In today's practice, we'll have lots of quiet, lots of space, time to turn inward, and reset from our day. You may like to have a certain amount of props available, maybe a couple of blankets, a bolster or a firm cushion, and maybe a couple of yoga blocks if you like. If you need to pause the video to grab these things, I'll meet you back here when you're ready. So let's start today in a standing position. You may like to have your feet hip width apart or maybe a little wider, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're just going to start with a gentle twisting motion, side to side, kind of like a car wash. Letting the arms just be relaxed and follow your move. And letting the movement flow. Find yourself connecting with your breath as you go. And gently releasing any bracing from the day. And now let's slow ourselves, bringing our hands both to our heart center. Finding stillness, maybe closing your eyes. Continuing with a gentle breath. And from here, let's step out just a little wider and allow yourself to gently fold forward into a ragdoll kind of pose, just keeping the knees nice and soft, starting to sway side to side, and allow your head and neck to just dangle in a neutral position. You're welcome to keep your hands grounded on the floor, or even grab at the elbows, allowing gravity to help extend your upper body towards the floor. You're welcome to keep swaying side to side if this feels soothing, or take the option of stillness, dangling in the center, grounded on the earth by your feet. And from here, we'll steady ourselves on the earth, maybe inching our feet back in, still wider than hip width apart. And then lower our hips in the center so that we're into a yogi squat position. If you have sensitive knees, it can be helpful to have a block under your hips at any height that works for you to take some of the pressure off there. So find your chosen approach and make any adjustments with your feet so that you're evenly balanced between both sides. And if you like, bring your hands up to your heart space again, allowing your elbows to press slightly on your knees, pushing back so that we allow a nice extension on the inner thighs. And then soften your gaze ahead of you, or maybe close your eyes. Finding stillness here. And from here, slowly blink your eyes open. We're going to support ourselves to coming down to a cross-legged seat on the mat. And feel free to just relax your hands on your knees. We'll take our closed eyes for just another moment as we settle into grounding on our mat on the earth. And as you breathe, notice the points of contact that you have with the earth, the support holding you up, or maybe even the contact of your hands on your knees. From here, we're going to bring our knees up and together. And we'll take them into a gentle windshield wiper mode, side to side, just helping to ease our hips. And next we'll ease into deer pose. So if you'd like to have some bolsters or pillows handy. This can be helpful in front of you. So for deer pose, you can have your shin facing parallel to the mat or angled, whatever comfortable bent position is right for you. And the back leg we're going to have coming perpendicular out from our hip, and then again bending your foot and leg at an angle that is comfortable. And from here we'll be taking a forward fold, so you are welcome to fold all the way down onto the floor, or if you'd like to bring in a bolster, that can help create a nice sustainable position. So always listen to your body and what feels most comfortable for you today. And we will make sure that we're sitting tall, facing forward, hinging at the hips, and then lowering onto our surface. Supporting our heads with our hands, or again, you could bring in a pillow or block to support you as well if needed. And once again, sync up with your breath. No need to force any particular pattern of your breathing, just follow the ins and outs of every breath. Feel the sensation of your belly expanding and contracting. And in your own time, we'll walk ourselves back up. If at any time you feel the need to hold any posture for longer, feel free to press pause and take your own time. And as well, if you ever feel the need to come out of a posture before I have, you're welcome to do so as well. Always follow your body. You never want to be in pain in any posture. And we always want to find the most comfortable approach where we are doing benefit by finding that meditative state or feeling a nice manageable stretch. So from here, you'll want to push your bolster out of your way a little bit. We'll roll onto our front hip and allow our back leg to straighten out, and then align our hips so that they're both facing front. And then if you like, we can either steady ourselves on our hands and then raise our heart space up, giving a nice gentle gaze straight ahead of us. Or if you want to feel even more extension of a stretch, you could walk your hands up onto your bolster, giving yourself a little bit more height there. Either way, we want to have those shoulders rolled down and away from our ears. You may continue to feel the stretch on the outer left hip, or you might be feeling more, or even at the same time, a stretch on the front of the right hip. But most of all, finding finding the depth within that that is sustainable for you so that you can continue to breathe evenly and not in any rushed or distressed manner. And as we hold each posture for a longer period of time, you may find your body softening into the shape, or finding new ways that you can adjust into a sense of healthy stretch. And slowly, 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 let's roll onto the left hip there and bring our knees back together, easing them into that windshield wiper resetting. And we'll prepare to take this to the other side. So if you like to bring your bolster with you, we can do that. And we'll bring our right leg in front, or at least that's my case. If you're doing the opposite, follow you. And find that extension of the back leg out perpendicular from your hip, and then of course bent at that comfortable mode as well. And recalibrate yourself so that you're sitting upright and either forward fold down to the floor or onto your bolster, resting your head in a supported manner. We'll connect with our breath and allow some stillness here. And when you're ready, slowly walk yourself back up. Gently put your bolster out of your way if you need. And let's roll onto that right hip, allowing ourselves space to straighten the back leg. And readjusting to center both of our hips forward. And finding a nice balanced position here. Again, if you'd like to get more extension for that hip flexor stretch on the left side, you can raise yourself up on your bolster. Allow that heart space to shine forward and high, keeping the gaze ahead, or close your eyes, connecting with your breath once again. And when you're ready, slowly and gently roll onto that left hip, putting any bolsters out of the way, bringing your knees together. And one more time, little windshield wiper action to release the hips and help them recalibrate. And from here, we're going to do a reclined pose. So I like to create a little bolster ramp. You can pile your pillows as high as you like, or maybe a couple of blankets stacked up is nice. And we're going to be taking a nice long shavasana in this position as well. So feel free to make it as cozy as you like, bringing a blanket over top of you if that feels soothing. And we'll sit in front of our bolster ramp and then slowly recline ourselves back, making sure our head and neck are supported comfortably, rolling back those shoulder blades, allowing our chest to open nice and wide, heart shining to the sky. And leg options, you're welcome to have your feet together and let your knees fall out wide. You can even support them with a couple of blocks underneath if that's helpful. Another option would be to step your feet out as wide as the edges of your mat and allow your knees to fall in. Or even just to let them relax and stretch out like you do in shavasana. So find what speaks to you today. And you could even place your hands, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly if that feels good. And once again, let's settle into our breathing. Just as it happens naturally, no need to regulate or change anything. And as we start to sink in to our shavasana meditation, notice once again the points of contact that you have, whether it's your body being supported by the earth, and maybe your pillows holding you up. Or maybe it is the contact of your hand on your heart and belly, a gentle touch, soothing yourself. And bring your focus to one of these points of contact for just a few breaths. You may start to feel grounded in the support or the soothing touch that you feel. This grounding can provide a softness for the nervous system to enter into the parasympathetic mode, which allows us to rest and digest and repair anything internally just naturally as circulation flows. This takes us away from our fight or flight response, which we can be on throughout our day with our daily demands. And whether it's an emergency situation or not, sometimes we're constantly on the go. So we need time away from that mode too. And I hope you find that here and anytime in your practice. So we'll continue here for some time in silence. If you'd like to stay in shavasana for as long as you need, please do. Otherwise, follow me with bringing your feet back to the earth, giving your toes a little wiggle. Allow yourself some deep breaths and sighs out if your body calls to it. And gently roll to a side, pressing yourself up to seated. I hope this practice brings a gentle calm to your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.